What's up everyone? In this video, I'm going to be showing you how I built this live streaming video setup for my wife for her online sterling silver jewelry business. And I used this Flexispot Cohmar all-in-one standing desk to get the job done. You see, I previously had set this up on this little over the bed, manually adjustable tray, and it was a mess. It worked for a little while, but it was cumbersome for her to raise and lower, and look at that rat's nest. Ugly. So I was super excited when Flexispot offered to send me this Cohmar all-in-one standing desk in the very cool bamboo and white tones. They also sent me the casters that they offer so that I could have it easily rolled around the room. So I got to work putting this thing together, and I've put together a lot of sit-stand desks. And I got to say, this Flexispot Cohmar sit-stand desk was one of the easiest that I've ever put together, and also one of the sturdiest. It has a really solid frame that it's built on, and it literally is 4 pieces that you put together. The top, I just used the foam that came with it to protect it on those floors, and I was really hoping that these bamboo top on this desk was going to really complement the wood floors that we have in her jewelry live streaming room. It was super easy to put together with the included tools and Allen wrench. I then put the legs and feet on, and as you can see, it really is not difficult at all to put this together. I love how secure the screws are with the Allen wrench. Everything's screwed down nicely, and then I just took off the feet that came pre-installed and put on the rolling casters, which they're also locking casters, which is really important so the thing doesn't just roll around on its own. I then got to work on all the cables. Now, this live streaming station is going to have a lot of cables, so cable management is going to be key. So I started out by laying out the power outlets that I was going to need underneath this desk. When you're drilling into these desktops, be very careful not to drill too far. I used 3M tape in the last setup, and it just did not hold or work. So I do recommend that you screw all of your power outlets to the bottom, because as you move the desk up and down, it's going to put some strain on those cables, and you just want it really solid. This is a little trick that I learned a long time ago using masking tape to find out exactly where the holes on the power strips are, because then you can pull it off the outlet and put it on the desk, drill the holes precisely where they're going to be, put the screws in, pull that masking tape off, and voila, it fits like a glove. After I finished installing everything on the bottom that I wanted, I then flipped it over, which wasn't terribly difficult by myself, but I do recommend having 2 people to do this. And kids, always remember to bend your knees when lifting heavy objects. It flipped right on up, and we were getting much closer. I love the drawer that's built into this desk. It's very unique, and they packaged it extremely well to protect it. One of the main reasons I wanted it to be mobile and on casters is because we do use this room as a spare bedroom when we have guests over. And so being able to roll it around was extremely key. I was very impressed at how smooth and quiet the raising and lowering of this Flexispot Cohmar desk is. Now on to getting all the live streaming components mounted to this desk. I love mounting components to desks because they're way more secure and sturdy and more clutter free. There was a big issue though on mounting things to this desk, and that is that the metal support for the desktop is fairly thin, and so I just went out to the garage and grabbed a couple of 2x4s and cut them down to these little blocks, which then allowed me to secure the desk mounted accessories extremely secure, which is important because I've got a lot mounted to these poles. I will kind of outline what's on these a little bit later. I will also have links in the description below to everything shown in this video for this setup, especially the Flexispot Cohmar desk, with a great price for my viewers. There are a total of 3 cameras in this live streaming setup. The main one is behind the teleprompter glass. I have a side angle for close-up, and then the detailed jewelry top-down shot to the left there. I'm also using Elgato key light and key light airs for all of the lights in this. I've got a total of 4 lights, 2 for the jewelry, 1 for the fill light, and 1 for the key light. The Elgato system is actually really cool. I have a love-hate relationship with the lights because sometimes they connect and sometimes they don't. But overall, they're the best option for this setup because of their small form factor and super ease of use, because I can program them directly into the Stream Deck to turn on and off to make it easy for my wife Lauren to start her live streams. Even raised at the highest point, this Flexispot desk felt very sturdy. Because this is Lauren's beautiful jewelry room where she does her live streaming, I wanted to make sure that everything was tidy. So I found these awesome cable management trays on Amazon, which I will link below, and they fit perfectly with this desk. Looks kind of factory, like they were meant for this desk. I was able to get everything tied up. They included some additional accessories for making sure everything was buttoned up and secure. And here is the finished setup. I have everything on there that she needs. There's a lot going on in this setup. I have the 3 cameras. It's all controlled by the Blackmagic A10 Mini Pro. I have a MacBook hub that everything is plugged into. So there's just one cable going into her MacBook Air. And this is the ZV-1 from Sony that I use for the jewelry close-up shot. It has an amazingly close focus distance and the product showcase feature. For a side close-up camera, I'm using the Sony ZV-E10, and that gives her a nice close-up shot for necklaces and earrings. She controls all these cameras through the Stream Deck, which gives her just quick access to each camera angle while she's live streaming. She uses Stream Deck for all of her streaming to Facebook and YouTube and other platforms. My goal with this setup was just to make it super easy and straightforward, so when she wanted to go live, she could sit down and go live and showcase her beautiful sterling silver jewelry.
Hey, how's everybody doing? Opulence Jewelry is solid, not plated, 0.925 sterling silver. We have the highest quality sterling silver. They have a little bit of a center to them like this one does with the flower. I don't necessarily recommend those as an ear cuff because that center will kind of turn down and be on the edge of your ear. Opulence a ring, but I love it. It has sentimental value to me because my mother got it for me as a birthday gift on one of our vacations. Oh, and glove put into the pieces. I'll show you a couple of examples here. We also use genuine stones. So this is lapis.
So that was a little demo of her live streaming, and this is her sitting down after a live stream, making it super easy with the presets to go to sitting position. Is that great? Just have presets?
Yeah, it's awesome.
Because it's a sit-stand desk, this gives her a great place to work on her computer when she's not live streaming, or do Zoom calls or live streams sitting down versus standing up. The spacious drawer that's built into the desk is super convenient because it gives her a place to store her laptop, keyboard, and mouse, clearing up space on her desk for live streams. There are a total of 4 presets on the Cohmar Flexispot desk, and there's additional USB charging, 2 USB-A and 1 USB Type-C ports. It even has an anti-collision feature in it so that if it runs into any objects, it will stop automatically.
Love it. So easy. Used to have to hand crank it and fine, and it was never quite right. So this is awesome. It's exact for me. Awesome.
Well, there you have it. That's the Flexispot Cohmar sit-stand desk that I built the live streaming video setup for my wife's jewelry business. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments. And if you want me to do a full breakdown of all the components that are in this setup, let me know and I will do a separate video on it because there's a lot and it's kind of detailed. Huge shout out to Flexispot for sending me this desk, and you guys can pick up your very own Cohmar Flexispot desk using the exclusive link in the description of this video, along with a bunch of other links that I just put down there so you can check out all the equipment that I showcased and used in this live streaming setup.